All right, Smell Good family, before we get started with today's video, all right, a little quick PSA. So I often get asked, is this blind buy worthy? Is it blind buy worthy? Is it blind buy worthy? I'm not going to be responsible for telling you yes, it's blind buy worthy. I'm saying sample, and I get it. I get the blind buy energy. All right, I have been a blind buy member for many years, but honestly, over the past year or so, I've been doing a lot of sampling. Whether I've been purchasing samples on my own, some of the Smell Good family members have been generous enough to send me a sample, or I go to my local department stores and just kind of see if they have what I'm looking for there and get a feel for it. All right, so sample. That's what I'm recommending. But I get the blind buy energy, and that's what this series, What's in the Bag, is all about. I've been doing this since probably the beginning of my channel, and I enjoy it. So sample these fragrances. You know, fragrances are getting really expensive. Even all the way, you know, your clones are more expensive. The designers, the niches, the independent niche brands, everything's climbing the charts. And, you know, these samples really come into play. So don't blame me for your blind buy purchase because I love something and you didn't. That's not my responsibility. It's yours. All right. So I shouldn't even have to come on here and say that. I think that should be common sense, but sense is not common these days. So that's why I'm doing this PSA. Sample, or blind buy at your own risk. Don't blame me or any other content creator. All right. Let's get started with what's in the bag. YouTube, what's going on, YouTube? What is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, it's your guy one more time, DEDRICKHICKSJR, and now I'm back with another fragrance video. Smell Good family. Hopefully everyone is doing well, doing great, doing fantastic. And as always, man, it's positive energy, it's positive vibes, and most importantly, it is positive vibes only. All right, so we're back with another episode of What's in the Bag. And what is What's in the Bag for anybody who is wondering? I've been doing this series for since the beginning of this channel, and I will acquire samples of fragrances that I've never smelled before. I will smell them on this channel for the very first time, give my thoughts, give my reactions, and start the conversation to see if I would like to purchase this fragrance, add it to my collection, or if it's just something I smelled and I appreciate the experience. All right, and we've had some successes here with adding fragrances to my collection with this series. All right, so today I'm very excited to really see what this fragrance is about. All right, so I gotta salute my guy Greg Boston yet again for coming through in the clutch for me, man, and getting me a sample of this fragrance. And what are we talking about today? We're talking about one of the latest releases from the house of Amouage, and I believe it is called Lustre. Here's a sample. Lustre from the house of Amouage. I know Amouage is on this whole new rebrand, new bottles, and different vibes and energy coming from there. And I think I haven't seen really a lot of Lustre. The only fragrance that I've really, well, the two fragrances, Purpose 50 and Outlands. And I think Outlands smells a lot like Parfums de Marley Layton. It's kind of like an upgraded version of Parfums de Marley Layton, but I've done that video already, so you're gonna, you know, see my thoughts if you care on what I think about Outlands that I did a little while ago. But today we're gonna be smelling Lustre. Haven't seen a lot, which is good because I know nothing about this fragrance except that my guy Greg says, hey, I think you'll like this. You should get your nose on it. I'm gonna send you a sample. All right, so let's go ahead and get this on skin and see what we get here. Two sprays in the air. And what do we got? Okay, getting some spices, getting some sweet factors in the air. Not really picking up anything like it's a familiar vibe in the air. I mean, I've smelled this composition before, but not to this degree in the air. Kind of get like a dryness in the air as well. It smells very nice in the air. I can tell you right away that I am, at least in the air, I'm feeling this more than Outlands in the air. Because right away when I smell Outlands, I say, yeah, this is Layton. This is Layton. So we got my son out there having a great time. So we're going to keep it moving. All right, dad life. Okay. All right, so Let's see what we get. Okay, so I'll take that back. It does smell a little bit familiar on my skin. It does. It's spices, it's sweet, and some woods. I do like this, but it's definitely familiar. This is starting to be a thing with well, I ain't gonna say starting to be a thing. Since I've smelled the newer Amouages, they're starting to be similar to other fragrances out here, and I'm just being 100% on it. This kind of smells like that Bulgari's Man in Black, kind of a spice bomb-ish type of vibe. Doesn't smell like spice bomb, but definitely in the range of that Bulgari Man in Black, like for sure. Like that's what I'm picking up, and I have that fragrance. And I've smelled the parfum, and it's a great DNA, but this is kind of along the lines of that, just off initially. So yeah, sweet, spicy, woods. The woods are dry in here. This is a fragrance that a lot of people are going to like, I feel. Mass appealing tendencies with this fragrance. I do like it for sure. I think it's changing. Like the sweetness is starting to kind of tone down a bit. I'm getting more spice and woods here. I'm not really picking up like a, is it boozy? I don't know, maybe a slight booziness with this composition. But it's starting to get a little bit drier. Starting to get a little bit drier in the woods. I'm gonna get like a slight, I don't know, I mean slight coffee. It's not like apparent, but like a slight coffee to it. Again, I don't know the nose, I don't know nothing. I'm just conversating with my nose right now. So one, smells really, really good. Two, I definitely wear Amouage Lustre for sure. I think I would prefer it over Outlands. Three, it does remind me of that Bulgari's Man in Black kind of profile. I will say this one is a lot more smoother. But I'm curious. Let's just go to the notes. Let's go to the notes and see what we get. And perfect for this time of year. You know, we're in the fall, heading into the winter, so it's perfect for this time of year. So let's see what we get here. Kind of get a little powder. Like a powdery iris starting to kind of appear. I love that it's, you know, the shifting of the fragrance and the immediate like wear here. Not much oil sheen on the hand. But yeah, so all right, so let's go to our friends over at Perfumo. We have Lustre. This is a 2024 release. Main accords: spicy, woody, resinous, sweet, and powdery. Okay. Up top, you get cardamom and iris. Makes sense. In the heart, sandalwood, patchouli, and cedarwood. Makes sense. In the base notes, amberone. That's some type of molecular molecule that I'm not aware of. Labdamen, myrrh. Love myrrh. Benzoin, cypriol, styrax, vanilla, and tonka. All right. So what is this supposedly? All right. Parfumo says it's Gris Charnel. No. I never smell opus, timber, boundless. Kind of a little bit of balance from Amouage, Grand Soir, and Enigma. Nah, not that. Let's see what Fragrantica has to say about Lustre. Because I promise you, I'm definitely getting some Bulgari Man in Black vibes. That's just my nose. I'm just curious what they say that it's a comparison to. I mean, you can't even get on the website without the Black Friday deal just running you down. All right, so here we go. So no, they don't show the Bulgari Man in Black, but I'll compare it when we're done. I should have reached for it. I got all my stuff set up so I can't get to my cabinet right away. But anyway, sweet, spicy, resinous for sure. I'm a fan of this. I like this better than Outlands. It reminds me of Bulgari's Man in Black, but it definitely has its differences. Are the differences enough for me to look into a bottle? Yeah, at some point I probably will. It probably won't be this. I don't know. It might be. It probably won't be this fall or this winter. Maybe for next year. I'm gonna test this out a little more. Just kind of see what it does. Wear it. Because it's not bold. Like that Bulgari Man in Black is bold, man. It's a bold profile, especially. I think it has the iris, the leather, the rum. This doesn't have that leathery kick to it. But the patchouli here, the tonka, the iris, that ambery vibe to it. It's really, really, really nice. Like, I like it. I really like it. And I would be interested in getting a bottle for a really good price. For sure. But like I said, I can't lie. It does remind me a bit of that Man in Black. So don't want to get it confused. I'm not saying it's a clone of Bulgari's Man in Black. That's not what I'm saying. But just for, context, that it does remind me of that. Because that's what people ask all the time. Hey, does it remind you of anything? Yeah, Bulgari's Man in Black. All right. So all in all, really good quality, really good blend. I love it's getting drier, like the woods, that cedar wood is starting to pop off. That iris is very present here. That tonka and that ambery vibe is very nice. This would be a total daily driver for me during the cooler months. I wear this to work. I wear this to the office. I wear this really anywhere during the cooler months for sure. 2-season fragrance in my opinion. I mean, you might can get away with this in the spring depending on what climate you live in. Springtime in the evening, if you're going out for a late dinner or something like that, or going out for a night out during the spring evening, yeah, you can get away with this. Wouldn't go nowhere near the summer with this at all. But I think it's really, really good. It's just my speed. I'm a fan of that spicy, sweet combination. And if you can get some woods in there as well, that's a dope, all right? But this one, like I said, in comparison to Bulgari's Man in Black, Bulgari's Man in Black has that leathery, oudy addition to the profile. This doesn't have that. Again, this is a bit more fresher, a bit more cleaner, dare I say, and something a lot more versatile to wear in different situations. So I like this. I'm going to give this a solid 8 out of 10. I think it has a lot of versatility to this for, at least in my opinion, for day-to-day anything. You know what I mean? Like for me, like for instance, like now, holiday season, me and my wife soon, we're going to be ripping and running, getting the boys ready for Christmas and, nieces and nephews and doing all that stuff. So, it's something that we enjoy doing. We throw on our sweats and we drop the kids off to school and we hit the streets. And this is a fragrance that I wouldn't mind wearing in that type of environment. One, and then going to the office. It's cooler out. You're wearing your quarter zips now and the cardigans are coming out. The jackets, the sweaters are coming out. You're going to the office on a cool day. This one is definitely going to make sense, so really good. From the house of Amouage, we have Lustre. All right, it's my sample again. Shout out to my main man, Greg Boston, for showing me love, man. And this is good. I like Outlands. I think Outlands is really, really, really good. But throughout my experience with it, I keep getting latent vibes to it. It's a more updated version of Parfums de Marly Layton, in my opinion. So I don't have a need to add Outlands to my collection unless I can find it for like $30. Then I probably would get it for content purposes, just keeping it a bean. Not saying it's trash, nothing wrong with it, but just like for me and my collection where I'm at, it's not something I need to add. But Lustre, sure, yeah, Lustre is something that I'm really enjoying this. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Like I said, the patchouli and the woods and that tonka and that iris are really like in the center of attention at this moment for sure. So I'll continue to let this dry down and see where we're at. But I definitely recommend getting a sample of that and seeing what that's about, especially if you're into that more spicy sweet. Notice I keep saying spicy sweet, not sweet and spicy, because that's just the lineup for me. So spicy, sweet, woody, powdery from the iris, just a beautiful blend, beautiful representation, really, 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 really good. So we're gonna shut this one down because my son is out there just enjoying his life, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna go out there with the wife and my baby boy and finish up. But I had some time and want to get into some samples. We got some crazy what's in the bag episodes coming up. All right, shout out to my guy Jay Straight, man. My boy looked out for me, and we're going to be having some great content on the way. Greg Boston, I bought some samples, got some Bodicea stuff coming up, got some Guerlain stuff coming up. So I got a whole bunch of samples that I've gotten in over the past couple of weeks, and we're going to be ramping up this what's in the bag content because I'm really enjoying getting a chance to smell other things out in the community, experience other things that are out there in the fragrance world, and getting a chance to talk about it with y'all. All right, so enjoy the rest of your day. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for the love and support. We're knocking on the door, man. I think we're coming up on 28K. We're knocking on the door. All right, I think we're less than like 60 subscribers from 28K, man. So definitely appreciate y'all. Remember, when we get to 30K, we're gonna have a big giveaway. Big giveaway for 30K. Trust me, it's a big giveaway. All right, so appreciate the love and support again. Thank y'all, man. It truly means a lot to me that y'all take y'all time out of y'all day to come kick it with me and see what I'm talking about in my little itty bitty corner on the internet over here on YouTube talking fragrances. All right, so as always, splack it up, splack it down, splack that thing all around. And remember, what you put out to this world is exactly what you are going to get back. All right, peace, man. Peace. All right, and of course, until next time, splacker. People be asking me, what is that on your hat? These are pens. We got Tupac Shakur and Nipsey Hussle, Los Angeles dollars, West Coast, LA. I have a huge infatuation with Los Angeles culture. We could talk about that another time. Go Lakers, go Dodgers. All right, so yeah, peace.